Morning everybody, day 2 of this underfloor heating job. I've got to go and look at a job, I forgot, so we're going to get James, we're going to have a look at a job. I don't know what it is, we'll do a little pricing game, and then when we've done that we're going to do the giveaway from a couple of videos ago, the Makita bag and the Milwaukee pack out. So keep an eye out for that. We'll get James to scroll on his phone, we'll do a stop, very simple, and we'll pick the winners. And you have to get in contact with me if you win. We'll go and look at this job, then we'll come back to you, and I'll let you know what the job is, and you can let me know what your price was, and I'll let you know what mine is. See you in a bit. Right, we're here. James is here. We're going to do the picking in a minute, but we'll just show you this one. This is some Lutron lighting, which forget about that, we're not touching that. This is what we're interested in, is this today. So what I might do on this one is, this Myson box is a lot smaller than the heat miser. I might mount the heat miser up here, obviously because we've got RF signal as well, we need room for the aerial. So he'll get mounted up there. We'll then probably drill back entry and then bring the heads, James, up in a trunking again. Yeah. Up and into the back. The spur can stay there, and then we'll just change that pump cable again if we can get a screwdriver in there. Jesus, that's not great, is it? Yeah, you can't get to the pump cable, look. That might need to do something with that, but yeah. We might set you up on the time-lapse on this one today if we got space, we'll set you up. Right, James has got his phone out. That's the last video with the pack outs and the Makita giveaway. So all we're going to do is scroll through these quotes. Quotes? Not quotes. Comments. James, when you want to say stop, just say stop.
Stop.
Okay, that one there. We got a Fat Pedro. Fat Pedro, hopefully you can see that. It's terrible at focusing this camera. So it's a Fat Pedro. We'll put the comments on the screen. Makita bag. James, do a screenshot of that, and then you can send me that Fat Pedro. That's it. And then, right, and then we will, to make it fair, we'll go back to the top.
Yeah.
And we'll go again.
Can you just stand over there?
You just say it when you want, mate. Look.
Stop.
We've got Martin Wright. He said Makita bag, so he'll have to have the pack out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've only got one of each.
Yeah.
I've got 2, but it's for another video. So we got Martin Wright and yeah, screenshot that one, mate. So well done to Fat Pedro. You've got a Makita bag. And Martin Wright, you've got a pack out. You need to get in. If you're on Instagram, give me a message. If not, send me an email. I'm very blended in with this cover today. Look. Jesus, looks terrible. But we'll set you up on the time lapse and we'll get on with this now. As always, I'll stop you on interesting bits. A little thing that is annoying about this system is they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. 2 do the bedroom, 1 does the dressing room, 1 does the bathroom, but they only ever had 1 thermostat for the whole lot. They didn't give them 3 thermostats. So that's what we're doing. We're going to split this up into the different areas and put separate thermostats on so they can actually control the temperature on the floors individually. So as I said, we will relocate the heat miser box up here, but much better location for it, out of the way of any sort of wall pipes, so it's good. We'll relocate the spur cables, just a bit Lashai Lopez in the back there. We'll relocate him next to it, and then we'll bring all the heads up with a new pump cable, which I've managed to disconnect, in a trunking up into the back of the heat miser, so we haven't got any knockouts on the bottom. Oi, oi, oi. I've had a Kenalog injection, but it hasn't done diddly squit for my hay fever. Let's stick you down here. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm just unpacking these heads. press that button there and it pops off. And you can screw the new cap on here. Again, just make sure these little pins are all freed up, yeah? Because that lets the water flow. That's effectively the valve. So I'll get these 4 on. And then what I'll do is I will route the cables along here up this trunking up. I'll drill a hole out the back here. We'll put some sort of cable retention on here. It'll be in the trunking anyway, so they're never going to get pulled out, but put a cable tie on here or something, and then we can start connecting in. But we've got a little bit of sorting out first to do. 3 thermostats to locate. We've got to relocate that, rewire that, pump. Yeah, good to go. Okay. So, I posted this little stall on my Instagram. This is TLC, little pop-up stall. So it's ideal actually. Don't rock to the sides too much, but it's height adjustable. It's a good little purchase for doing stuff like this. Saves your knees, yeah. What I've done is relocate the box and the fuse spur up here, so it's away from that pump. Relocate the cable into the back, and then rather than having a flex on show, I will just take the flex out of the back, bring it along the back, probably come through the same hole, just run it along here. I'll then cable tie these. That one's just long enough, look, so that will go into zone 3. So that is head 4, zone 3, which will be the bathroom, which is that one there. And James is going to get me a new spur because that one is got a crack in it, so we'll fit a new spur, 3 amp fuse, and then I'll probably heat shrink these up again, and then we'll just we'll get it all wired up. James is fitting the thermostats for me. So yeah, there's not really much to show you actually. Righty ho. So fuse connection unit's done. 3 amp fuse will be in here. That's our feed in to the heat miser box. As you can see, I've got 1, 2 and 3 heat shrinked up. So 1 and 2 is head 1 and 2, which we'll label. They go on to zone 1, which does the bedroom. Head 3 goes to zone 2, which does the dressing room. And then 4, I haven't labelled him because he's so short. 4, I'll put a little pen label on there, which I already have done, look, under there. Number 4, he goes to zone 3, which does the bathroom. So James has got one more thermostat to do, haven't you, James?
Yes.
One more thermostat. I'm going to connect the pump in, do all the labelling, and then we'll start to do the commissioning on the thermostats. Hey, yep. Right, what was I going to say? So. Manifold, actually it's not manifold 2, is it?
Isn't it?
What's on the drawing, mate? Check it please, keep it to the drawing. So, Manifold downstairs yesterday was manifold 1. We thought we were doing number 2, I think was above. But this is a different one because this is the bedroom. This is more important. So we got the drawer in. That was that end.
Oh, that's 4.
4.
So 3 was the one we're going to do.
3 was the one. So 2 must be kitchen. 3 is the one upstairs, half the house. And this is manifold 4, yeah?
4, yeah.
So we'll call this tens and units. So we need to click this little dip switch round to 0 and 4, you said, yeah? 4.
Oh, 4, yeah.
So go round to 4. So this is now number 4. 0, tens and 4 units. So that means it's number 4. If you was to put that on 4, that would be 44. What would it be, James?
44.
44. So now we can program the thermostats up to do this board, which is number 4 and manifold 4, and then the individual channels, so 1, 2 and 3. I was just doing like a monster labelling session. Manifold 4, and then we've got master bedroom, 2 heads, dressing room, bathroom. Oh, then label. We've also made some labels to stick, tell you what the zones are. I'll put those on here on the trunking like I did yesterday. And what did we got on the spur, James?
Main supply ZS.
Main supply ZS equals, what was it, 0.70 up here. So we'll put that on there. 3 amp fuse fitted. But first we're going to go and have a little break and then we'll come back. Well, we're back from Lunchington. I put a couple of clips in this cable to keep it off these pipes before it was just laid on this hot pipe. And these do get quite hot, these pipes. We're all labelled up now. As you can see, we've labelled up the zones. We're now going to power up and then start programming the thermostats in to the relevant zones, basically. So I'll run through this one more time. So we turn the screen off, then hold the clock button till it comes on to there. We then press this up. I'm doing this from memory from yesterday. So we press this up to number 7. We then need to put this on to the board number, which will be number 4. We then need to set this to the channel number. So this is the dressing room. So this will be channel 3. We then press the clock again, and 00 is for underfloor heating. We then press A. That blanks the screen off. We then turn it back on. The room's currently at 25, so we'll do a little tester. We'll turn him up to 30. That should then communicate with the box and bring the pump on and push some water around our underfloor heating. So little flames on, he's clicked on, he's talking now to the box, and as you can see, if you put the lid on, pretty good. You can see that zone 3 has come on there with the power, the boiler and the pump. Obviously we haven't got a boiler, but we have got that's kind of irrelevant, that light, because this system is always on. It just, we're putting now water from the loop downstairs via this pump, yeah. So then this pipe will then start get to hot. It'll come through here, push it through, the head opens, lets the water back out, flows through, so then it heats our floor up. So that's zone 3, which oh, it's wrong, James, it's 2. Dressing room zone 2.
Yeah, zone 2, yeah.
Oh God. We show everything on this channel. It's an easy fix. It's an easy fix, James. No worries, mate. Wait for that to go off. Because it's a radio frequency, it just takes a little bit of 10 seconds, and then that's now gone off. Okay, we'll then go back into settings, turn that off, go back into the clock settings, like that. Go to number 7, so board 4, and we actually want zone 2. save. So now we'll make sure that this turns on zone 2, which is this dressing room where this thermostat is located. So flames come on, you'll see a little signal there saying it's talking. Should come up there. So it's talking, that's clicked on. And you see there now, it's now switching the correct zone, which is zone 2, which is the dressing room, which is head 3, just there. That'll then pop up, which in turn pushes the plunger down, which lets the water circulate. Yeah, so it's quite a simple system. It's very effective, and I love the heat miser stuff. Well, hopefully you can see that there. That head is just starting to rise. So that's going to now allow that water to flow through our loop. I've just done this one, which is a bathroom, and now I think you're ready, James, aren't you?
I am ready.
You're ready. James has done the master bedroom one, so we can now go and stick that one on, mate. Do you want that one? Do the batteries on that, and then we'll come program it up, yeah? Scooper duper. Right, there we go. I won't bore you anymore with this. The heads are now fully open. They're all programmed in. This is we've got no heat because the condensers and the compressors aren't kicking in because it's so hot outside. It's just like an external temperature sensor keeping it off. So we've got flow, but we've got no heat, which is fine. We'll have heat when they request heat. Well, it's colder outside basically, so hot in this house. But as you can see, 3 zones are on. And that's it really on this one. That's that little bit done.